Hello once again, my name is KCD, and this is kind of a half review, half tutorial. I'm just going to play around with the Manycam program a little bit and show you all what it can do. This is the free version, not the pro version, so there are some limitations. For instance, like just as an example really quickly, if I click right here, it's going to pop up and say, you need to get Manycam Pro to unblock picture-in-picture modes and much more. Which is kind of funny because it doesn't unblock picture-in-picture modes, it unblocks the last three. But these first three are quite available, as you can see. So to get started, I'm going to make my face disappear, and I'm going to make it reappear right over here. Now, that's kind of cool. I'm not going to keep my face in here very long, because I want to be able to show you everything, and I can use the other program so that you can see my face while I'm doing it, while I'm making all the edits and changes. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to clear this. Now there's something I do want to show you here. If you right click in this, you'll notice you get a lot of options, but you do not have clear image. To clear image, you have to go over to the box that says live and down, and then choose clear. Now I can put myself back in this box, and because of that, you'll be able to see what I'm doing and understand what to do. Now, the one thing I'm not going to be working with in this video is the audio, and that has to do with YouTube copyright regulations and their rules. So I'm not going to mess with that. What I am going to show you is some pretty cool stuff, though. So first of all, let's look at my desktop. We use the full screen desktop, so you can see all that in my mouse, and it moves around. Now obviously this is a preview box. If you were connecting this as your webcam to, say, Skype, it would be full size. And this is really nice because actually Skype right now blocks your ability to share your desktop unless you pay extra. So with this program, what you do is you tell Skype that your webcam is the Manycam, and then you tell Manycam to show your desktop, and that way you can share your desktop and what you're doing on it. A couple of other neat things is I can do a picture-in-picture here, and then I like to right-click on them because it's really easy, but you don't have to. You can go over here and choose it by layer, and we'll do media files, and I'll just put in a picture I took on a trip. So there's that. Now there's a few limitations here. I can zoom in on this in this one, but I cannot choose where to zoom. It just zooms directly into the center. Now if I zoom in on this one, I believe I can adjust it. So the main one you can adjust. Alright, let's zoom out. Now if for some reason you need to share your desktop, show a picture, and I don't know, another picture, doesn't have to be a picture. You can show videos inside this and GIF files, which will come through as animated images, which is really nice. But this is getting a little bit crowded, so we're going to clear it out. And to do that is just click down here. Let's look at the effects. Now this one is interesting. This is really complex. The effects are kind of a green screen effect. I'm not really going to work with that right now, but basically what happens is if I click on this, it starts a countdown timer, tells me to get out of the way, it takes a picture of what's behind me, and then I can jump in front of it, and it's supposedly supposed to be a picture behind me. I can kind of do it because I have that curtain behind me, but if you notice, the lighting is not perfect. It's really bright right there in the middle, and because of that, it kind of messes that up. So I'm not going to mess with that right now, but in case you want to do that, and you could pretend you're in an office as far as the universe is concerned. Now going back out of that, you can do different types of things. Let's do this one. And see, it laughs and laughs and laughs and laughs. Now this confused me for a while. Because you get stuck. You actually have to see over here where it says selected. I can move this around, but the first thing that happened to me was I used an effect and it got stuck and I couldn't undo it. And that annoyed me because I didn't know I needed to go over here. You got to go over here to selected. And actually, I guess I need to be pointing that way. And the cameras are weird. And click the X there. Now, you can also use this little slider bar here to record what you're doing. This one records and this one takes a snapshot. When you do that, it'll wind up in your gallery, which is over here. I don't have any right now, but just as an example, I'll take a snapshot. And then when I go over here, it has my snapshot and I can pull that up. But I don't need that, so we're going to, yes, I want to delete from the list. I don't need it. And you do the same thing with the recording. Now, the other thing is your transitions. Now, the first 3 transitions are available and free. The rest of them show up, but you can't actually use them. Crossfade is my favorite anyway. So we're going to add my media file again. Let's add this one. Or I took a picture of that. And then we transition to that. Now, the reason I did that is because look at that black space. And now not. You can turn it how you prefer it to be seen. And you can flip it and mirror it too, which is really nice. A couple other things. Now, in my previous videos, I have 2 videos on how to remove the Manycam logo. One on the old version and one on this current version, which I believe is version 4. It is version 4.0.52. So yeah. It's really easy. That puts it back on. That takes it away. Just it's checked by default. Just uncheck it. Now you can have text in there. I can put it right there. You could change the font color. Let's make it red. You can change the size. Let's make it 22. And there we go. We got red 22. Hello there. You can adjust where it is. You can make it scroll. Horizontal scrolling. One time I was having issues with audio, so I actually used this and I put it up and I said, hey, hello, I'm having issues with audio. If you hear me, please let me know. And this was in a group chat, kind of like Google Plus, but we weren't in a Google Plus Hangout, but it was similar to that. So anyway, that way I was able to communicate with the other people through text on my video. So that's kind of cool. And turn that off. Now, a couple other things you do. If you're sharing your desktop and you need to show something, pick your poison here, and you can just draw. So I'm going to trap myself in a box because, you know, I can, and I need to be, you know, put behind bars. So there you go. Now, and clear that, and I'm free again. Yay! Get out of jail free card. You can change the size, like how big you want it to be. And this is just a preview box, but this is what the other people will see in full high resolution, whatever resolution your camera is. In this case, it's showing my desktop, so it's extremely high resolution. Now this is the time controls. I love this one. And I love this one because do that and go size. And you tell people, it's 4 a.m. where I am. I really need to go to bed, and they don't listen. So you pop that little clock up there, and then they have no choice but to pay attention because it's part of your video. Now, that's kind of cool, I thought. Anyway, to get rid of it, you just click there. You can do an analog clock. They have different models and colors. And surprisingly enough, you can use every one of these down here. Not at the same time, but you can use every single one of them. And depending on what you're showing, you may need to. Because they got a black one and a white one. But if I put the black one up here, it's kind of hard to see unless I move it over here. But the white one, it's hard to see there, but it's good there. So that's good if you need to change things around. You don't have to leave it up. You can choose to show your date or not show the date. I'm just going to click it off now. And that pretty well is how to use Manycam. Now, if you have any other questions or concerns, please put them in the comments below, and I will try to get back to them. Thank you, and have a great day, and I'll see you next time.